I mean, an 8-6 loss to Luke Humphries is not too shabby anyway, so he'll have gone away. And all of a sudden you want to practice more. All of a sudden you're used to hitting the treble 20s. Now we've just become so regular, and that's how I'm seeing with Kevin. He's a very, very good player. He's an excellent player. And he's just beginning to really demonstrate his qualities right now. And
433.
has a chance here for a 4-1 lead. He's going to get a dart or a double. Tops this time, works beautifully well for him. He's missed out a couple of times in this match.
Goffin here, 3-1-80s in there as well. Only area that you could probably argue could be improved. Sorry, did I say 3? Make it 4 for Kevin. Yeah, maybe the finishing if we're going to pick holes in it, but they haven't been misses that have mattered really, have they?
No, he's looked good. It's been a very aesthetically pleasing as well, and just working on his balance. And a few times now he's gone 140, 180 start, and that's tough against absolutely anyone. He's just a man in form, and this is what happens in this game that we love so much. When you're playing well, you make the game look ridiculously easy.
An air of invincibility around Kevin Doets at the moment. He's carrying it on here. Is this where it ends?
74.
Not quite.
Callum, you require 141.
It's a real Hail Mary here from Callum Goffin. I'm sure he's enjoyed the experience. He'll learn an awful lot, despite in defeat. He's done well to get here.
61.
It's been all about Kevin
14.
Doets.
Starting to split, avoiding the awkwardness of that double. And it worked a treat. Doets does the business.
Stage in a year. Previously, he'd only played once per year, 2017, 2018, and a big gap. He just can't find a way to win on these stages.
59. Stephen, you require 154.
Well, maybe the way to win is to take out things like this, and he can't do it. Did wonder if he could have thought about following that dart with number 2 just to give himself a dart at any double.
Oh, safety first, but he's blocked a lot of that bullseye. It doesn't matter because he got the treble. So double 6 for Madars Razma, 5-1, another break and another 15-darter. Well, he is absolutely superb here, Madars Razma. The numbers might not be that terrifying, but every single leg, he's getting down to a makeable finish, and he's making it look like child's play. 5 out of 7 on the doubles. He is not giving Stephen Burton down to a finish of some sort. A couple of big ones, but often it's been a 1-darter. In one of those legs, he missed 3 darts already. But every time Madars Razma is getting a chance of any sort, it is going. And he's going to give himself a chance here, surely. Yep. As long as he doesn't bust it.
He's just making sure he knows how not to do that.
137.
Well, when you're taking out 70-odd plus every time you come to the board, you would think if you've left 40, this is done and dusted.
40.
And it is done and dusted. It is a world-class display of finishing from Madars Razma.
Big crowd tonight, Dan. Over
1,500?
Yeah.
Yeah, so only a few hundred in for the Friday afternoon session. That's kind of de rigueur for the Euro Tour, though we have been to some places where it's been very, very busy on the Friday afternoon. But the Friday evening has become a big, big deal on the Euro Tour this year. And it's no different here in Jena.
99.
Yeah, I looked at the draw, and right from the beginning, that first game there, he informed Kevin Doets right to the final game we had tonight. It's
140.
And for the players, thoughts will be on, you know, as I walk back into the players area in between games there, Kevin Doets said, Glenn, I'm at Ali Pali. I've got £26,000. You know, so not only is it the World Grand Prix, the European Championships, this players thinking sort of medium term as well, and that's what each of them in a big run here at the German Darts Up can do that to players.
Well, certainly George Killington, he's not Ali Pali at the minute, but with the way that he's playing right now,
111.
he would think, I can put some results together here. I can force me way into the field for the World Championship. He might need this. He might get this. And he does get it. 111 checkout for George Killington.
And that treble 5, I think George is thinking, I'm back in this. And 92 is not a gimme, that's for sure.
We'll be back up to the 20s here after that accidental treble 7.
61.
But even that leaves him one of those
Wesley
ton-plus finishes, ending on
92.
tops, which he's repeatedly getting goes at in the last few legs.
So the thought process for Wesley Plaisier right now is, do I go direct or do I start with the bull? Well, he's gone direct. He's going to get a double 6. He takes his time. Centre of the board. Centre of the double.
Wesley Plaisier.
Well, that is a 12 darter for Wesley Plaisier on throw. Jules and lose a leg. But there's a little slip there from the Dutchman.
6 darts without a dart at the treble there for Wesley Plaisier. You can see the finishing line. But right behind him, he's got someone sprinting.
Wesley require 160.
Once again, just looks over to his family and friends. Good thing about the 160, it's all on the treble 20 bed. Now you've got to lay up like a golfer. He's going to have to smash it through there. There's no other options, really.
60.
He leaves a 2-darter.
George, you require 137.
Options for Killington. The killer.
It won't go.
45.
It's one of these shots. Wesley Plaisier could get 2 match darts. He might not get a match dart at all. One of the
Wesley
first 2
require
darts
100.
has to find a treble, unless he ends up going double-double. He has the treble. Match darts, Wesley Plaisier, to bring an end to a brilliant contest. And a brilliant display from Big Wes. George Killington played some of the best stuff we've seen from him on the Euro Tour.
81.
Seen some of that on the Euro Tour this year, although self-inflicted.
More dancing, you would think, but it's 81 for the match. Just has a look. Just needs 2-darter, double 12.
57.
In a tail of this match, the missed dart at a double. Roy is in a perfect position to take the spoils. And for Danny,
100.
he'll have learned an awful lot in this game.
24.
Yeah, 34 missed darts at double between them in the match, but only one will matter. And that is the one, and it's Roy van der Griendt who wins on debut.
Well, he is heavily outscoring Connor Scott in the opening exchanges here. Scott is first to a finish on the Van Dongen throw. But the Dutch Dragon should be getting to something more makeable.
A little bit of
97.
frustration evident
170.
there, just muttered something to himself, but it seemed to do the trick. Can Connor Scott do this trick? The first dart looked very good
85.
to follow.
George Uruguay 104.
Oh, I like it. 4 16s to leave tops. It's only just in the 16. But that's in double top for a 15-darter and a ton-plus finish. And the Dutch final, winning 6 games to get there, beating a whole load of players from the top 20 in the world, and wasn't far off
140.
from producing another shock and winning the title.
And that was with Gerwin Price and Michael van Gerwen in the tournament. They're not even here.
Yeah, no Michael Smith here either.
87.
We do have.
George Uruguay 87.
This man actually did for Price, didn't he, in one of those events?
He did, and he might be doing for Connor Scott in this leg because it's a brilliant 11-darter potentially. Switch to double 9. Scott not on a finish. Brilliant stuff. 12-darter. Jules van Dongen is averaging 96, and he's going to be clear after 3 visits to the board. And he's going to be quite a way clear. And in fact, he's going to be down to a makeable finish for the match.
It's been a really good, solid display, living up to the billing, really, following the form from Van Dongen and showing that he can be consistent with it, and he may carry it on to great heights over the course of the weekend. He isn't going to wrap it up in this visit, but you would expect him to be back.
158.
Maybe the bullseye last dart would have left him a single to double combination. Jules van Dongen would still get 2 match darts here. He will get 2 match darts. He'll need them both. And that will do it. Just a second win on the Euro Tour for the Dutch Dragon.
12.
Can punish here.
Needs the treble, doesn't get it. There was a nervous look by Jeffrey de Graaf when he missed that double 16. But he comes back in a leg where He's dominated, but he'll want to put this to bed because going 3-0 down would be a big, tall order. Panic begins to set in right now.
No score.
Just the relaxation that throw just wasn't good enough.
And 56.
2 on the wire there. That'll be frustrating for Dylan Slevin, who's already preparing himself for the next leg. He's going to get 2 darts at tops for a 3-0 lead.
Dylan Slevin.
And that's darts right
Game on.
smack.
Winner of this to face the number 9 seed here this weekend, Danny Noppert. Another perfect first dart from De Graaf.
140.
Well, if it's high in the treble 20, De Graaf is looking really likely to follow it. He's not got enough first darts where he wants them.
I just think he's beginning to enjoy it.
432.
When you're on that stage and you're starting to play well, there's no better feeling in the world. It's the worst place to be when you're not doing it. Big fat 18. Job done.
138. Dylan, you recall 130.
Massive moments in this game.
Oh,
Can't be done.
Again. Well, Dylan Slevin, earlier on, he had a look at a 120 and missed the 20 segment entirely. The 130, he's missed the 20 segment entirely. In both cases, the chance evaporates immediately, and De Graaf can level the game.
It's not his favourite double 60, and I like that moment there. Just taking his time, a little bit of composure, and smack bang in the middle of double 10 there. And for me, it was just about pre-shot there. A fantastic last dart that is. He's looking good for 5-5. Dylan would need something special, but it gets to a stage where you're not in a leg.
140.
Well, he is now.
Jeff, you recall 108.
We go in the distance. Good guide for the treble, which he finds, double 14.
80.
This is outside. Again, it's a massive check out. We've seen nothing like this in this game. But if we see it here, the game is over. Does he stay there? Why not stay there? He's moving. Oh, to leave double top.
Good.
That is incredible. Dylan Slevin with a monster check out to see off.
Just conducive to great darts, and that's exactly what we've seen today.
We'll need some good darts here, does Patrik Kovács, because Dideka's poised on 130, where he only needs 1 treble to get a go at the ball. He doesn't need any trebles to get a go at the ball.
Once again, them decisions should be done before you go to the ball, because that momentum switch again means not only did he miss the treble 12, he missed the big number as well, and it'd be typical of Mike Dideka.
Mike, you require 130.
To put the little fish away.
Yeah, I've got a feeling he will, you know. Double 5, never in doubt.
On the 5th leg, Mike Dideka.
Well, Dan Dawson called one last time in Kovács, and now Chris Murphy does it.
Game
Bodysuit on as well.
He won't, will he? He won't, will he? Shaking his head, I don't think they're going to tempt him.
160.
But he does even better, that's a perfect lead.
Patrik, you require 164.
Took out the little fish earlier, hit the big fish to leave a double. And nothing Kovács can do now than watch and admire. A game that could have been going his way in the early stages looks like it's disappearing into the distance.
But that smile on the face of Mike Dideka is something I've wanted to see from him. Controlled aggression is good.
16.
But he's just playing with that little smile, that little bit of freedom. That just relaxes the anxiety in you. Something I've wanted to see from him.
Right, where's he going for this? Because this is severely obscured. The crowd getting involved. You get the sense he's enjoying the involvement as well. Oh, good effort.
Patrik, you require 122.
He'll stay there. Again, very similar to Mike, has to move because of the way that first dart's landed.
So it will be double 4
61.
for Dideka
Mike,
to
you
go
require
5-1
8.
ahead.
Games from the 6th leg. Mike Dideka.
The crowd are getting involved. They're enjoying this game.
All
They're
good
enjoying
fun,
the
isn't it?
performance from both players, absolutely.
1 and 8 more matches this evening. The likes of Bunting, Evans, Roman, Gurney.
100.
Handful of German players as well, carrying home nation hopes. Florian Hempel, Ricardo Pietreczko, Daniel Klose, who reached the final last week. and the world semi-finalist Gabriel Clements, and then Simon Whitlock against Jan van Veen closing proceedings. Mike de Decker might be about to shut the door in this match.
Crowd involvement again. This is for the match. And it's delight for de Decker. As the crowd go absolutely well, they thoroughly enjoyed that performance.
Space, the kind of which he got at the start of the match, but which would be more significant at 4-2 up than it would be at 2-0 up.
105.
Very good leg from Cameron Menzies here, coming against the darts as well, potentially 11 darter. Now, can he follow that? Going to go to the bullseye.
130.
It's a good visit.
Cameron, you require 76.
But he's hoping. And that hope has been extinguished very, very quickly. 11 darter Cameron Menzies.
Well, he's enjoying it there, enjoying it. It's kind of only one person that way. Some players would say always go that way for your opponents on a finish. But could have started on the ball, treble 18 perhaps.
And he ended up nearly
44.
busting his score there. He was
Darius,
in danger of dragging
8.
it into the 19 segment. He got away with it, and he does get 3 darts from here for a 4-all game. Oh, double one. And even the usually unflappable Darius Labanauskas is flapped. He's flapping.
6. Cameron, you require 95.
Yeah. No confidence at all. And Cameron Menzies has got plenty of it.
76.
Attempting the double-double route. But you could see it. Yes, he'd missed the double-2 marginally, but he still had a clear bed at double-1 and took an age to throw the dart because he didn't fancy hitting it. He has hit it now, and it is somehow all square. But for how long? The Menzies Maxi puts this last leg
80.
very much in his grip, but he didn't like the last start there.
Racked in agony, Cameron Menzies. Wow. Well, he should have gone to the 18-second dart, shouldn't he? Because if that was a single 20-second dart, he couldn't leave a finish. But Labanauskas will get a look at 170 to win the match. Imagine what Cameron Menzies does.
105.
Yeah, surely not. Can't happen. Won't happen.
170.
Will it?
Aye. Oh, it could happen. Could you follow it? Can you? No, of course, because he's barely done it all game. And Cameron Menzies will get match darts.
85.
Well, it's a game that
Cameron, you require 40.
he has bossed for the most part. Is it a game he's going to win? It is. Almost a switch from that first start at top, but he does make the adjustment. A big celebration.